Outdoor edition again. There's, at the end of this video, might be a two-parter. I did make a video response to Tommy because he made a video, trashing me because we had a fight in STICKAM last night, but he took the video down again. He's always doing that shit. So I just throw it on in the end. It'll be redundant, but what the hell. So I will talk about the rest of STICKAM. It was just a weird night last night. I was in a really crappy mood just because a lot of stuff had been rolling around my head all day, and I was really quite sick of human beings. And the night just went all wrong. I mean, some hacker guy. Well, first of all, some asshole he made a video admitting it. Maybe I'll post a link to that. That he made the fake room. Where he takes the name Debate in Mendham, makes a fake room, so just fucks everything up. And then during the rest of the night, there was some hacker guy who was just destroying the rooms. Making them crash, and so I had to keep creating new rooms, and I couldn't get back into them, and it was just a really pain in the ass night. And but there was some interesting conversations. The conversation with Tommy from the Bronx was pretty good, and then that led to a conversation with that "Are you talking to me" guy who I haven't talked to for like a year, and we had a pretty good back and forth. I thought it was constructive. And then the room got crashed, and so after that I ended up in Blog TV eventually, and I just stayed in there. Yeah, but Christopher Seven, that's right, he was also in STICKAM. That's when things went bad, as we were sort of talking a little bit, and that's when things got fucked up. So that was kind of nice. I hadn't talked to him in a while. And so anyway, I went to Blog TV, and Coughlin was in there, so I co-hosted him, and we talked for about a half an hour or more, and it was a nice conversation. So that was kind of good. And and then I stayed in there another hour or two, or whatever it was, an hour anyway, and till 6 in the morning anyway. So I did put in a full night, sort of, but it just was a weird, broken up kind of night. And so it was just different, really strange. I don't know if there was somebody else I should mention, but I probably won't remember. Talked to Anti-Bullshit Man a little bit, but there was such bad lag between his connection and mine that it really didn't work. Alright, welcome to another special outdoor edition of What the Fuck? Happenings in the YouTube atheist community. Yep, walking in this nice weather. Anyway, so I'll start with STICKAM last night, just because that'll be easy to talk and walk on that subject. So Tommy from the Bronx, we argued for like an hour, and it was kind of fun because I've had some pent-up hostility towards Tommy for a while. His videos are kind of annoying. They're longer than they need to be, and it's always all this soap opera personality crap. And the big thing for me is when my account got terminated, he didn't utter a sound. And I just thought that was such bullshit for a guy who's expecting some notion of friendship. We can say, Tommy's okay, blah, 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 blah. But yeah, if, we are who your friends are kind of thing. And, he's friends with Jesus Freak and Fake Sagan and the Amazing Atheist. So, that's the character of the group. And I wouldn't want to be part of that group. So, well, anyway, so I was hitting Tommy kind of hard, basically saying your videos suck, you're boring as hell, and you're a lousy atheist and all that kind of crap. And so he had some hostility, and then we got into the philosophical subject of, the meaning of life kind of stuff again. And he keeps conceding he's not the most intelligent guy in the atheist drawer, or however to metaphor it. But in a sense, he's also pretty arrogant. And so I knew when I made the video about not having kids, he didn't understand the video and misunderstood it. And so okay, he was at work, he was this or that. But his second understanding was even worse than his first misunderstanding. So he misunderstood it twice. I just don't think he gets the philosophical argument, which has basically to do with the fact that we don't need to exist. We're not serving the universe will not shed a tear if the human race never existed, or if it stopped existing tomorrow. But Tommy thinks somehow it will be diminished somehow. That somehow there'll be some angst somewhere in the universe. Something will be like, oh my, there's no humans roaming around planet Earth anymore, fucking each other over. And it's kind of a bullshit argument. So that's what we were arguing basically, and his argument was just like his video, 5.5 minutes full of just nothing, no logic, just ad hominem, you're an asshole bullshit. People coming. So anyway, the second argument was basically on the idea that I'm sort of arguing that arguing with Christians really doesn't make any difference anymore. I mean, you can't argue with them with logic or rationality. And it's sort of made clear by the fact that so many atheists, they deny the dogmatic God, but they'll claim that there is some other intelligence behind the universe. They'll kind of make one up, or they'll just say nature knows what it's doing, and I'll just live like nature. So I mean, if nature kills animals, I'll kill animals. If nature says jump off the cliff, then I'll jump off the cliff. I mean, it's they've just replaced the idea that there's purpose, and they'll deny that it's a dogmatic book of purpose, but they still find it, they still make it up. And so that was sort of the sub-argument, that Tommy is just arguing bullshit. You're not going to convince these religious assholes, just like you're not going to convince atheists that life is futile, because they're going to keep defending it. They're going to just keep making shit up and saying, no, it's got to have a purpose because I'm special, I'm meaningful, I'm doing something, more important than, chasing a hamburger. But that's all people are really doing. They're just chasing satisfaction. Damn, this camera color really sucks. Now I'm blue. I mean, green isn't bad, but blue, I don't know. There, now it's better. So anyway, fuck that, enough arguing. I don't hate Tommy. He's not like some kind of enemy. But yeah, his content kind of sucks. And so I'm just pointing that out, and I probably won't be watching his videos. I gave up on, Saturn IX films, Kobe. I don't bother watching his shit anymore. And, the sooner the Amazing Atheist gets on his own website, the sooner I won't be watching his shit anymore either. Because it's crap. And if you're not addicted to it, you're not caught up in it, the idea of it. Oh, yeah, well, he's the highest subscribed atheist, so you'll listen to him. But that's all it is. The funny thing, the irony is, the Amazing Atheist has been griping about YouTube, and they're still featuring his, God Sucks video. I mean, it's got like 300,000 views now. So it's not like YouTube doesn't treat him pretty fucking well. But anyway, it doesn't matter. His last video on, 4th of July was just such a preachy pile of crap. Talking about other people's bravery and all this other crap. He wouldn't lift a finger, for Europe to save anybody else, to protect their liberty. I mean, he's such a fucking asshole. I think it's certainly legitimate to complain that this nation is basically glorifying war and using that as an excuse to, create patriotism. But it's just idiotic to deny the bravery of all those poor suckers that, in World War II that went go storming those beaches and shit. Not because they had a self-interest, no. Because something had to get done. And nobody else was going to do it if they didn't. And that's just the way it is. But anyway, fuck that. Fuck the Amazing Atheist. So let's see what else. I did see some other atheism videos. There's that Free Thinker website, or F-Thinker, or whatever, F-Free Thinker. And he, I think that's the place he posts videos that have, like the best videos of the week or something. I don't know, he doesn't do it regular. But anyway, some of those are interesting. Usually kind of production videos, which I don't find very good. I mean, I like a straight argument. Just tell people why they're full of shit. Using the images and buffooning and satire and all that crap. I don't know, to me that's kind of a cheap way to make an argument. It's kind of like the Hitler mustache shit. I mean, I really don't think it's valid to, you know, just deface somebody in some stupid way, put them in a clown suit, and then say you won an argument. That's kind of lame-ish. Anyway. Alright, well, the rest of STICKAM was sort of interesting. There was a hacker guy who kept blowing the rooms up, so it was a little bit annoying. So after the Tommy argument, and I kicked him, and I didn't kick him for any big reason. I kicked him because he just kept repeating the same crap over and over. You know, you're wrong, I'm not going to bother proving it, but I'm just going to keep saying it over and over again. So it was just circular nonsense. But anyway, so this hacker guy kept destroying the room, and he created a, you know, he started off by another guy kept